Okay, so let's start packing for our trip to Kettle Moraine. So this is my backpack. It's far from the lightest backpack out there. It weighs 5 pounds. I've had 2 other backpacks that were much lighter, but they weren't comfortable. I can wear this backpack and with 30 pounds of stuff in it and hike for, I don't know, I think 15 miles was the longest I did, but and I had no pain. So one of the things that I really like about it is this running style harness. So it fits real secure and doesn't put a lot of weight on my shoulders or on my hips. It's just carries everything really well. So this is a Mystery Ranch Bridger. It's 55 liters. The top, what they call it a brain, that will come off if you want to, and then it can be used as a fanny pack. So I haven't used it that way, but kind of a handy thing to have, I imagine. So inside, the first thing I do is put in this liner. This is to keep everything dry. And I should also say, so I mentioned that the pack weighs 5 pounds. When I'm getting ready for a trip, I use a website called lighterpack.com, and I put in the weight of everything. So this weighs 0.99 ounces, so not quite 1 ounce. So that goes in first. Put that down all the way inside. The next comes my quilt. This quilt is from Enlightened Equipment. It is rated for down to 20 degrees. Now that means that you'll survive down to 20 degrees. Not that you're going to be warm at 20 degrees. And let's see, the quilt weighs 22.62 ounces. So let's put that in. You know, it's much easier if I do it down here. That goes in. Oops, I forgot to zip up the bottom. Let me do that right now. So this is like if you didn't put your quilt into a bag like I do, you would be able to pull it out from down there. I just choose not to do that. So stuff that in. Next I have my sleeping pad. This is an XP. The rating is 4.6. So sleeping pads have different R ratings. This is a R4.6. So the higher the number, the warmer it is. And it's really important to have warmth underneath you, because like you can have a really warm sleeping bag or quilt, but if it doesn't, if you're cold from the ground, then you're going to be in trouble. So I forgot to let all the air out of this. Let me open that up. Okay, and then I'm going to hold this up, and we'll put this inside. And I'll push out the air while I'm doing this. Holding this while I'm standing up is probably not the best. I'm going to squish it down right over here. Okay, close that up. Oh, and I should have mentioned, that this is how you blow it up. You don't have to go and blow up the sleeping pad. You take this bag and you whoosh it around, get it filled with air. This end you hook onto the sleeping pad, and then you just squeeze this, and that is how you blow up the sleeping pad. So let me put this in here. I always put this in the back. I don't know why. I just kind of like doing it that way. So, that is, and actually this I used to put some clothes in, so because it is waterproof, so I'm not going to do that yet. So, we got that in, we got that in, we got that in. And then the next thing is my tent. The tent that I'm taking is a one-person tent. It's Durston X-Mid, and let me get a weight on that for you. It is 28.75 ounces. So let me put this in. And you see, I just kind of push everything down in. That works for me. All right, so that is what they call the big three. It's your backpack, it's your sleeping bag or quilt, and your sleeping pad. And you know what? And I didn't mention, so I use a sleeping quilt rather than a sleeping bag. Let me pull this stuff out. So what's the difference? So here's the difference. You see, it's open in the back. The bottom has a zipper, so you can have it open or closed. But then it just lays over you like a quilt, like you're in bed, instead of having a bag that you have to crawl into, because the sleeping bag on your back, as you're laying on it, it just gets squished down, so it's really not giving you any warmth. There's these straps on here that wrap around your sleep pad, so it keeps it in a little closer into your body. So anyhow, again, that's the big three. I'll come back later with another video showing you some more things. So adventure on. Yes!